Thank you for being with us here today. First of all, let's continue to congratulate the sign of Gemini. Those people that you know, give them a big hug, a big kiss, whatever makes you happy, but make sure you say congratulations to Gemini. First of all, I want to go out with something, and I want to let everybody know, according to my calculations, the situation with COVID will return sometime by the end of August, the beginning of September, and will last through December. So I want to make everybody aware, and if you listen to the signs as I read them, I will remind each and every one of you that health-wise, you need to become very aware of keeping your distance and keeping your protective gear. You also see all this violence that's up in the streets right now with the people, but what you're going to also see possibly within the next 2 weeks, how people will become more adaptive to the situation, and things will be more in control. People will be finding ways of getting along and having their demands met, but in other ways. Now, let's start with Aries. Aries, if lately you've been looking for a job, or you might want to change jobs, this would be the perfect time for you to start doing so. You might want to start your research. Also, there might be someone who will be looking out for you, all right? This is going to be an individual that likes your style, likes your attitude when it comes down to work-related issues. Now, this person might help you get just to where you want to be at. Also, you might see yourself meeting with someone who works in the medical field, or this person could be some kind of healer. There's something that you have that this person needs. I would strongly suggest that you stay home and you keep your distance from others. You might find yourself getting sick. Now, I want you to also know that I would not sign any agreements until after July 12th. Keep in mind, all right, not everything will start to move as quickly as you want it to. You might also find yourself trying to solve a particular issue. Now, this issue could be something in relation to your parents or to a very close friend of yours. If you've been looking for ways to make extra money, the opportunity will be presented to you. You will also find yourself making changes to your daily schedule. Now, if you lease your home, you might get news from your landlord telling you that you might need to move, or that maybe he wants to sell the house that you're at. He might even offer it to you and tell you, listen, you want to buy this house or apartment. That's where you live at. Now, if this is not the case, there could be some renovations that you start inside your home. You might be thinking about buying new furniture, something that changes the way or where you live at. Now, I also want to tell you that do not bring home everyone you meet. All right? Everyone is not as honest as you might think they are. Now, we're going to go with Taurus. Taurus, there's going to be people from your past that you will find that you reconnect with. There's also going to be a special project that you will be part of. Now, this project could possibly be feeding the homeless, or maybe helping those who are less fortunate than you are. People who work in the areas of radio, education, or the law will be of great benefit to you the next couple of weeks. You might also find yourself receiving some kind of unexpected sum of money. A short trip with a loved one or family member or friends is very possible. If not, maybe you've been thinking of buying a second home, or maybe even your first home. Remember, that's on the horizon for you. Now, if this is the case, I would also recommend that you stay away from signing papers until after July 18th. Any legal documentation that is presented to you between now and then, make sure that you keep your eyes open. No signatures. Keep in mind that by the beginning of October, this virus will be back. So keep your distance, stay home if you can. Do not allow the virus to get to you. Make sure to watch your health and your respiratory system. Gemini, congratulations again. Gemini, if you're intent on getting married, I would certainly recommend that you wait until after June 25th. If you can by the beginning of the year, much better. By then, you're going to really know what you want. There's also a possibility of a career advancement. And with that is going to come greater responsibility. Relationships with your parents right now, or people in authority, will go really, really well this week. Now, this week you might find yourself thinking, what direction is it that I want to take? What is it that you really want to do? You can be unstoppable when you want to be. This is your moment to shine. Show the world who you really are. The ambition and the energy is completely inside of you. Do not allow it to sit idle anymore. Do not blame others for things that you have not yet done. You could benefit from taking others' point of view also into account. Now, you need to revisit and you need to revise all of your plans. You might be presented with something that seems impossible to do. Even if you don't know what you're going to do, I will tell you, accept the challenge and move forward. Whatever it is that you do, it's going to benefit you at the end. Stop being so hard on yourself. Keep that in mind. Cancer. This transit that's going to be occurring could be the messenger of a little bit of bad news. Now, it also indicates that there's an imbalance between your emotional and your rational side. You might feel a little bit frustrated when you're talking to other people because you feel that maybe you're not understood like you want to be understood. You can also take the opinions of other people too seriously, especially if the conversation revolves around your home and family affairs. You should therefore try to avoid excessive hypersensitivity because it will help you avoid arguments. You might also find yourself investigating your past or using some form of genealogy. It could also be that you might find friends that you haven't seen in a very long time, or you might reach out to someone whom you haven't spoken to in a very long time also. Now, another thing you might do is acquire some kind of new skill and things that have to do with technology. However, I would not suggest that you make any purchases of anything that has to do with technology until after the end of July. Leo, I want you to think back to June of 2012. Whatever was happening back then in your life is something that might be reoccurring again this week and the week after. Now, right now, you're going to find yourself thinking about issues that have to do with money or with your finances. You might be thinking whether or not you have enough money to start a family, or you might be a little bit concerned over something you want to get for one of your children right now. So if you're having problems in your relationship, this could also be in relation to issues of finances. Now, because Neptune is so close to Mars, I want to say to you, do not make any decisions or any accusations of any kind until you are completely aware of every fact that has been presented. Pay very close attention to your bank account and your bank statement. You might find that there's some kind of fraudulent activity there. So keep your eyes open to that. Now, some odd jobs are going to come about, or you might find some kind of new business. Whatever you do, you will do well. Now, don't worry about running out of money, at least not for now. I don't see it happening. Virgo, the eclipse that is occurring right now will bring out some immediate change to your surroundings or your family. And this will happen, not right now, by the end of the year. You will be faced with choices that have to do with your responsibilities or with your responsibilities at home. It'll either be work or home. But I gotta say that home will be the winner. Maybe someone in your family needs special care or assistance, and you'll be the one that's going to be handling that. You might feel that everybody needs you at the same time. Don't even worry. You're going to be able to handle everything that comes your way. Someone who is also very distant will become very helpful to you. If you need advice over any situation that comes up, follow your gut instinct. Do not let anyone take control of anything that you're thinking. Even a trusted business partner, a love partner, or a very trusted friend, right? You might find yourself assisting those who are less fortunate than you are. You might also find that a very close friend of yours might move away. Now, friends that you have now and other friends that you're going to have later, right? These are friendships that for somehow, some way, they're going to grow apart. Now, you might even find that people that you thought were very close friends might betray you. I have to say, there's going to be a new start now. You need to take everything into consideration. Make sure that you allow for everything around you. Now, at the end, you're going to be very happy how it works out. Now, all of a sudden, you might get an urge to seek someone from your past. Someone who you thought was the love of your life, or the love that got away from you. This might just happen. Now, if your birthday falls between September 10th and September 20th, I would recommend that you start to search for that one true love that got away from you. Libra. This lunar eclipse is going to fall in your third house of communication. So, expect some kind of news that will have to deal with a close family member. This could be a sibling, this could be a cousin, but look out, because that news is coming. There could also be an opportunity for you to make some kind of extra money. If it does, take it. You're going to find yourself busier than usual. That's a for sure thing. Now, any news that comes up to you right now is going to be surprising and definitely unexpected. Someone from your past is going to show up to your present. This person will be someone who's influential somehow, some way, and this person is going to assist you. Whenever an opportunity comes up, try to research it carefully. If this opportunity that comes your way requires some kind of special commitment, I would commit, but only and only if you can start this after July 15th. Now, you probably feel that your life is maybe not moving at the pace you want it to. Keep in mind, Venus is retrograde. So, this is something that's going to be a little bit slow as it moves along. So whatever you do, make sure that you do it between July 15th and August 5th. If it has to do with commitments. Now, conversations about love, travel, they're going to come your way. And you might find yourself dealing with a legal issue by mid-August, so get ready for that. Scorpio. This week is going to be very beneficial for you as you start to bring out your very creative ideas. You might find yourself dealing with people that are either in government or in law or into academics or media. All of that are things that you're going to be dealing with, right? And people that are in that business are people that you're going to associate with. Now, issues over financial matters will also be in the forefront. If someone has been hiding money from you that is rightfully yours, you will make sure that you find a way to get it back. Now, the planet Neptune will make sure to bring everything to light. If you've been working on fixing your home, your property, or business, but everything was on hold, you're going to see that by the end of this month, everything is going to start to move forward again, just like you want it to. Responsibilities at home are going to become greater. You might find yourself assisting one of your parents. I would also recommend that if there's something that you want to start, hold off, and you might want to start it off in August. Or if you can't till the end of the year, I would also recommend that. There's going to be people from your past and even your present that will become very strong allies to you. You're going to also feel the need for excitement, and you're going to have that energy and desire to overcome every and any obstacle that's in your way. However, you might throw yourself into things without thinking about the consequences. You're going to be very passionate about every area in your life, right? Now, that passion that you're going to show is going to be until you reach your limit. I want you to approach every situation with more caution. That way you're going to be able to avoid an unpleasant situation or something that might even endanger your health. Sagittarius, if you were born between December 2nd and December 12th, you're going to certainly feel this eclipse. There's no doubt about that. Something is going to end and something new will certainly start. And this will be with issues related either to your work or romance. Whatever it is, you will certainly have to focus. And I would recommend that you wait to make any decisions until you have all the facts and everything has been interpreted and you have understood every little detail. There's going to be an issue that's going to be related to finance. This could possibly be money that you might be receiving or you might be about to receive. You might also find yourself questioning why your family is playing a role on how you use this money that you get. Make sure that you're happy with your decisions. There will be somebody from your past that comes to your present and talks to you about changing jobs, or they might talk to you about a better job. I would certainly try to hold off on this or making any decisions again until the end of July. Now, your finances seem to be changing for the better. No doubt about that. Now, if there's something new that you're working on, or something that you have been working on from the past, I would tell you, you might not want to show it to the world until mid-August. Now, by mid-August, your look is going to change and so will your wardrobe. Make sure that you take time out to laugh and to smile. Take time out to care about things that are important to you as a person. Maybe you've been wanting to paint your room or make some changes on your home. Well, it's the time to do it. I would certainly say so. Capricorn, there's going to be a family member that you will find out, or not only will you find out, but you will probably be assisting this week, especially when it comes to an issue with your health. You might find that this person has to go to a hospital, a rehab center, or maybe somewhere where they have to be confined. Capricorn, if you're having issues with your spouse or your romantic partner or maybe your work-related partner, you might be asking yourself whether you want to correct this or you just want to say, you know what, I'm going to pick up and I'm going to go. There's going to be no middle ground here, right? It'll either be I correct it or I move on. Now, if you're in a solid, committed relationship, right, and you've been making plans to get married, I would suggest that you wait until the end of January of this upcoming year to do so. Also, whatever you have been wanting to do but have not done so for fear of failing, I would tell you maybe by the end of the month, you might want to go ahead and start on this new venture. Now, while in the process of this, all right, make sure that you wear protective gear and you keep yourself extremely healthy. For there are many good things that are going to be coming your way, and they're heading your way much, much faster than whatever you thought. Letting you know. Now, Aquarius, if you've been spending a lot of money lately, possibly over the past few weeks, you're going to find that by the end of the month, the money issue might start to dwindle down, or your spending issues, they might start to dwindle down just like it has to, right? You might be offered a job, something rather different than what you're used to doing. This could be something in a field that has to do with service to others, possibly people who are less fortunate than you are. Now, it might not be the best position, but it could be one that could assist you in making extra money. You will also be researching ways on how to change your eating habits. Make sure that you continue to exercise. Don't be lazy. Now, make sure that you somehow or some way safeguard against this virus. If you do not, you're going to find that you might become infected at a later date. So keep your eyes open to that. Now, if you've been dealing with anything that has to do with other people's money, like for instance, refinancing a home, getting a loan, or maybe you're expecting a credit card, make sure to be on the lookout for issues of fraud. This is all in relation to your bank accounts or your credit cards. Now also, stay on top of any paperwork that you're expecting. There could be some type of miscommunication or loss of paperwork that you're waiting to receive. Either way, keep your eyes open. Pisces, you're going to find that this week there's going to be someone who's going to go out of their way to do something very special for you. All right? There could also be news that makes you a little bit nervous. Your emotions are going to be on display this week. Whether or not it makes you happy or sad is yet to be seen. I would say to you, don't make any plans for now. Everything that surrounds you is going to be subject to change. There's going to be new opportunities for you on the horizon. If there's any obstacles that are in your way, don't even worry. Just continue to move forward. Keep in mind that there are certain things in life that have to be redone, so don't let these things worry you. Soon enough, and this is whether you're young or whether you're old, you're going to be spreading happy news about children. Something in there is going to make you smile and laugh. If you're single and you find love through social media, take it one day at a time. Keep in mind that Jupiter is in your house of friends, so let love take its course step by step and little by little. If love is truly there, you're going to find out by the end of the year. You'll know for sure. Now, you might find that you have feelings of weakness, and you might see that your esteem or your self-esteem has been a little bit reduced. That might just happen for now. Also, I want you to be aware of dishonest people. There could be people who might just want to use you. You might find yourself feeling a little bit weak, and this might make you a little bit more prone to disease and infections. So make sure, again, that you keep your distance, put on your protective gear when you go out, and this should make it a little bit better. I want to thank each and every one of you that takes your time to watch me every Monday at 8 p.m. Please make sure that you continue to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, La Luna y Tus Estrellas, and on Facebook, La Luna, Tus Estrellas, and on Instagram, La Luna y Tus Estrellas. If you want to reach out to us, you see our number right there on the board. Want to reach out to us via email, lalunaitusestrellas@gmail.com. Again, thank you for being with us, and may the moon and the stars continue to bless you. Thank you. See you next Monday.